Hi everyone, Josh from PH Tennis. Very excited today to share with you the new Pro Staff X. This is the newest addition to the Pro Staff family, and we think it's going to be a great way of getting new players into the Pro Staff, and also those who have played with the Pro Staff and left to come back to it. So the difference, it's still 315 grams, similar to 97, the kind of main racket, but it's a 100 square inch head. So that's going to make it more playable. The sweet spot's going to get a bit bigger, should be a lot more forgiving, should be easy to access spin. So those are all things when we get on court and try it, we'll be looking to see, do we lose some of that kind of ultra precision and that incredible impact feel you get with the traditional Pro Staff? And what's the offset between losing some of that but gaining some kind of easier access to power, easier to generate spin, and that little bit more forgiving? So we're going to weigh those two things up and see. So 4G soft, £53, one of our favourite strings. We're going to head to the clay and check it out. So the Pro Staff X, the new Pro Staff in the range, still the 315 gram weight, but the 100 square inch head. And it's great. So easy to use, kind of could pick it up, so much more comfortable and forgiving than the 97, as you'd expect. And it definitely will allow so many more players, so many more of you guys to use the Pro Staff family, which is traditionally a very hard racket to use because of its narrow beam and difficulty to use it.
It says version 14, but it's the first time they've ever made this racket, so it's a version 1. And strangely, I don't think it's a Pro Staff. It doesn't feel like a Pro Staff, doesn't play like a Pro Staff. And looking at it, I don't know if you can see that, it doesn't look like a Pro Staff either. Why I think it works, and I'll be honest, I really like this straight away, very first shot. Oh, this is nice. It feels very soft, it feels very spongy, very flexible. It almost feels more like a blade or a head speed than it does feel like a Pro Staff. The issue a lot of players have with the speed, for example, or the blade is the weight. They're 300, 305 grams. If you want something heavier, you have to move up into the Tours and the Pros. But then they change the string pattern and they just don't quite work as rackets. So basically this feels to me like a heavy blade, which is perfect, because you've got that same feel, you've got that same control, but just with a bit more weight behind the ball.
Very interesting. I think that what you get that's less Pro Staffy, should we say, is a little bit more power. It's definitely more forgiving, as you'd expect, because we've gone from a 97 inch frame to 100. I was really excited about this racket because it almost feels like a sort of entry level Pro Staff, and it's very easy to use. It's very nice, but I didn't find it that exciting. It's not generating loads of power. It is giving you some precision as you expect from a Pro Staff, but not in the same way. So it almost to me feels like if you're going Pro Staff, go Pro Staff, and go for that 97, go for that ultra precision. Whereas this is sort of hedging its bets. It's quite similar to the blade, albeit the sort of better feel on the blade. I prefer the blade overall to this. And if I was going to choose between this and the 97, I would actually go for the 97, despite it having its limitations in what I'm able to do with it based on my playing ability and the way the racket is built.
Great for forehands, great for backhands, great for serving, incredibly easy to use, and it just feels really nice. So initial impressions, couldn't be more pleased with this. I'm going to give it significantly more play time, see how I get on.
For serving, you get more pop, easier access to power with the 100, and that's really nice. And the same if you want to generate more spin from the back of the court, the 100 is going to do that for you. And in that sense, it's really nice.
If you've always used Pro Staffs and you like them, then stick with the 97s. But if you've tried Pro Staffs, maybe you've gone off, a lot of people kind of start with a Pro Staff and move to a blade or have moved to a Clash. This is definitely one to try and get you back onto the Pro Staff range because it's that slightly bit easier to use. So the Pro Staff X, we've been on court and used it, and kind of the initial feedback was really positive. It's definitely a great new addition to the range, and it does kind of what we expected. You lose a little bit of that kind of precision and kind of impact feel and feedback that you get through your hand that you get with the Pro Staff. But you only lose a little bit of that, but you gain a lot of playability, a lot of ability to generate more spin, generate more power with a shorter swing, which suits me. So I definitely really liked it. I think that there'll be a lot of Pro Staff players who have gone off the Pro Staff who might come back into the range with this. Equally, there might be some people who kind of tried the 97 and wanted to like it but couldn't quite get hold of it. This will be an option that is definitely worth trying to do. Equally, people who use blades but maybe want a bit more weight, this is going to be something that's definitely worth trying. Even though it's obviously a 100 Grange edge rather than a 98, because it's that narrower beam, you're going to get a similar feel to the blade. So overall, a good new addition. It's going to get a lot more people into the Pro Staff range, and we think it's great. So give it a go. Hello. Now, I'm going to put my spin on your Pro Staff.
We really don't have enough time.
No.
Carry on.
No.
No.